start of another cake vlog. I'm not sure if this is going to look any different for you, if it sounds different. I'm vlogging on a different camera today. I'm trialing it, and if I decide to keep it, I might do a video on the two cameras I may end up having. So my other camera, as you know, if you've watched past vlogs, you know how big it is. I've shown you how big it is before. It is a perfect camera for tutorials. You could not ask for a better camera for that. The battery is amazing. Everything about it is good, apart from the size and the weight for vlogging. So the one I'm vlogging on now is a much smaller camera. It is made for vlogging. It is marketed as a vlogging camera. And I previously bought a Canon G7X Mark II, which was also marketed as the best vlogging camera. I owned it for all of 2 days before I felt guilty for spending the money and sent it back to Amazon. This time I have bought the Sony ZV-1, which is supposed to be an improvement on Canon's vlogging camera. They kind of watched what Canon was doing, fixed the problems, and then brought this one out. So I'm trialing it, see how I like it. It was a lot of money to spend, so I want to make sure that it is better than my other one for vlogging. And if it is, I'll do a comparison between the two, just in case you were thinking about starting a YouTube channel or starting videos, and what the differences are for doing vlogs like this, taking the camera out with you, versus what camera you might be better with if you're just going to do tutorials. There is no one size fits all, and I say this about sugar paste as well. What might be an amazing sugar paste for covering a wedding cake might be a really naff sugar paste for adding texture to, and vice versa. You'll get one that you can add texture to and it looks amazing, it tastes amazing, but it's really crap for covering wedding cakes in. There's no one size fits all, and it's the same with cameras. So that was one heck of a long intro. I'm going to just catch you up with what you missed last week before Adam gets back. He is off today. My last cake of 2021 was an amazing design. It was Yondu Poppins. So if you have watched Guardians of the Galaxy and you know the character called Yondu, you may have seen a particular scene in the movie where he asks if Mary Poppins is cool or not, and he lifts off into the air calling himself Mary Poppins. So I decided to give him a Mary Poppins dress, but in the same sort of colours that he wore, and we popped a little mini Groot in his handbag. So this was for Sonny. Sonny has a cake every year. He is usually my last cake of the year. Previously he's had the Monster Book of Monsters, and he's had Toy Story RC cars, and being completely honest, this year, because he always gives me really good themes, and this year when I asked if he's chosen a theme, the theme was football. Now, those of you who know me and know my business and watch my channel will know I don't do football cakes anymore. I have done football cakes to death in the beginning. I feel like I've earned my place not to take on football cakes anymore. If you enjoy doing them, that's absolutely fine. I have just spent years and years doing them right at the start and wanted to move out of the football cakes and wanted to make something that brought more joy to me to make, which are like 80s and 90s themed designs. Doesn't include vehicles, doesn't include many squares, and doesn't include football or sports of any kind, really. I would rather give those cakes to another cake maker who's going to knock it out the park and they're going to enjoy making them. I personally don't enjoy making them. So I was gutted because it was only a week to go for her cake. This is Sonny's mum. And I thought, I have a few options. I can try and find her a cake maker who will make this for her, because the last thing I wanted was Sonny to change his design. If football is his passion, if you have a certain passion, you should go with that for your cake. I just couldn't bring myself to make another football cake. So I was going to see if I could find another cake maker to take this on, and was pretty confident I'd be able to find somebody, because I didn't want him to change his theme. But she said, let me ask him when he gets in from football training, and we'll see if there's another theme. So in the meantime, she came back and said, Guardians of the Galaxy like Groot and Rocket the raccoon. and she was explaining like they really like the soundtrack and stuff like that, and I got excited and I was like, I would have loved to have made like a Mary Poppins Yondu. And she went, actually, I've just shown him that and he thinks it's really funny. Can you do that one? So that is how that came about. So that's what I created. They really liked it, and I posted it onto Instagram whilst I was out and forgotten about it. And then when I checked my phone a little later, I thought, oh wow, this has gone a little bit crazier than I expected. And Michael Rooker, who is the actor who plays Yondu, we knew him previously from Walking Dead because we used to watch The Walking Dead and he was in that. But Michael Rooker himself, or at least his PR team or whoever looks after his page, shared the cake. So I'm just here documenting that. That actually happened. I have the pictures on my phone, just so it'll come up in my memories and remind me of the day that Michael Rooker shared a cake. Sorry, just had to pause filming there because they came to collect the car. I will get to that in a second. Where was I? Talking about the weekend. Saturday, I went into the studio to make some plaques for the rad slabs because I have got lots and lots to catch up on, and that's what I'm going to be working on this week. I need to get everybody's out in plenty of time, and we also went to collect some more supplies for said rad slabs. Sunday, I had booked an afternoon tea on a canal boat. This didn't cost us, I think this cost us a total of £8 because we used vouchers for, I think the website is called Visit Britain, and if you play the National Lottery, which we do every week, it's automatic direct debit, you can use your ticket number to exchange for a £20 voucher, I think it is, or £25 voucher. And then you can use that voucher to spend on all sorts of days out and entrance to places. So I used mine for the afternoon tea on a canal boat. It was only like a little barge one, and the other ones we've been on previously were a lot bigger. But Adam loves things like this. He loves the novelty of either meals on a train or on a boat. So we took the kids as well, and Abby ended up having a go at steering the boat, and then she was given the major responsibility of opening the bridge. So there's a part on that canal where they have to stop the traffic and put gates down, and then the road actually moves to allow the boats through. And when he said he was going to send Abby up to do this, I was like, what? She's got to stop traffic and control a bridge. This is a person who you will ask to do a job and she'll leave the room and already forgotten what it is you've asked her to do. She is literally Dory from Finding Nemo. You can ask her and send her, say, Abby, can you go and move your shoes from the front door? She'll walk out the door and she'll come back in and go, I forgot what you asked me to do. And she was in charge of stopping traffic and opening a bridge, and I'm just like, oh my god, somebody's going to die. She's going to end up sending the bridge out with a car on it or something. But she managed it, she did it, we all went through fine, and she closed the bridge and got back on the boat, so that worked out all right. Monday, Adam had the day off work. He needed to get a few more dates in, so he's had yesterday and today off. So yesterday we went to Bury to pick up a few more bits for Christmas shopping. We've still got little bits to buy. Do you know the bits that you go out for and then no shops seem to have what you're looking for? But we did pick a few bits and pieces up, and I've got to start wrapping very soon. I've been using my Christmas sacks. If you are a long-time vlog watcher, you'll see from last year when I made and sewed almost 100 grey sacks. That's for us as a family to use, but for the gifts that we give out, I do actually wrap, so I've got that to do. Today is Tuesday, and we have spent the day in because my car has just gone. My car has been sat on the drive since the first pandemic hit. So it's been sat there a long time. The insides are mouldy. The outside of the car is green. It doesn't run, it's got a flat tire. Me not bothered in the slightest because I don't like driving. I just don't like driving. So the pandemic was the perfect excuse for me to park it up on the drive and not go out. But it's been sat there that long now that it's literally scrap. I suppose if you put a new battery in it and cleaned it up, it would be fine, but we scrapped it. So he's just come to collect it now. We got given £200 for it, and then we're going to use that £200 to pay the plumber that is also on the way today, because we have yet another leak. You know what we're like, we have leaks all over the house. If it's not a roof, it's a dishwasher. If it's not a dishwasher, it's a boiler. If it's not a boiler, it's the sink. And today it's the kitchen sink. So we have a leak under there. We think it needs some new sealant, but also in addition to that, we have had a blockage of some sort. So when the washer needed to drain, it came up the sinks, up both kitchen sinks, and up the dishwasher, and out of the dishwasher all over the floor. And it absolutely stunk because we haven't used the dishwasher because the dishwasher also has a leak. So we haven't used the dishwasher for several months now. It's not a leak from the door, because usually those are easily fixed with sealant. It's a leak from directly underneath somewhere. We got somebody to come out to look at it. He never arrived, he never turned up. Story of my life with tradesmen or engineers of any sort. So it just never got fixed. We never got round to ringing anybody else because we're just so busy. So these are the days where we both have days off like this, that we need to just sort everything all in one day to get it done. It came up the dishwasher, so the dishwasher really has been sitting for months and must have had some like stagnant water in the pipes. It had pushed the water up into the dishwasher and out onto the floor, and it absolutely stunk. Smells like pond water. So we managed to mop all that up. We've rung a plumber. He said he was on his way, but that was hours ago. And he's not turned up yet, so place your bets. Is he going to arrive or is he not? But that's another job that needs doing today. And I've also got in touch with somebody to come and fix the manhole cover, because now my car has moved. Directly behind my car was a broken manhole cover. Very long story. It's been broken for a few years and just has an MDF board over it. The board is now beginning to deteriorate and almost falling in, so we need to replace the manhole cover, which we haven't been able to do whilst the car has been sat on it. So another job that hopefully will get ticked off. Yeah, super long catch up there. I hope this footage is all right. I hope I haven't just been speaking and the audio is cut out or anything, or that the screen is completely black. I mean, I can see myself, but I don't know what the finished recording is going to look like. But Adam should be back any minute, and we're going to finish up tidying and doing a few more jobs, hoping that the plumber arrives. I'm just having to keep my eye on you a little bit because this camera doesn't balance very well where my usual one sits. But whilst I'm vlogging with that one, I just want to show you, if you haven't watched all previous vlogs, because I don't expect everyone to, but this beast is my regular camera. This is what I shoot all my tutorials on. I actually have my really old one here. So when I first started vlogging and tutorials a couple of years ago on YouTube, this was my camera. Little camcorder, absolutely ancient though. The quality isn't that great, but it did the job. Then I replaced it with the same sort of thing, the same type of video camera where the screen flips out like that, and you can swivel it round. So I wanted something very similar and replaced it with what I thought was going to be the same size camera. And it's really not. It's twice as big. It is, look at it, it's huge. Really good picture. This is what I've been shooting my vlogs on, but it's so heavy, and when you're vlogging you're kind of holding it out at arm's length, and doing that for a length of time, holding it out and holding it up as well in the air, can really start to take its toll on your arm. And it's, look at the size of the battery. I mean, this battery is amazing though. I'm not going to whinge about that because I've been having a little look. I've charged the camera up and it died yesterday after like hardly any filming at all. This lasts ages. So I just wanted to say what we got up to last night. So you've seen us on the canal where I use the National Lottery tickets, and because we play it every week and we have 2 tickets every Saturday, I think it is, we had lots of numbers to use up. So I then used vouchers for a trip on a Blackpool tram through the illuminations. So you had to book this in advance, choose your day, choose your time. And it just so happened it landed exactly when the new storm was supposed to roll in, the storm Barra, which I have to say wasn't as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting lots of snow, lots of fallen trees, but it wasn't as bad as the last storm, thank God for that. But we headed straight to Blackpool when the kids got in from school. We had a little mooch around Primark. I needed a Christmas jumper for school for the Christmas jumper day on Friday. So we just picked up little bits like that and then drove down south. But we got caught in a few little traffic lights and roadworks and waiting for Abby to come out of McDonald's. We had to be at the tram for 7:20. And it was 18 minutes past 7 when we got down south. So Adam shot into the nearest car parking space and I ran to the machine, and as I'm stood like trying to figure out how this machine works, because you have to put your card in first, I was just about to sort that out when we saw the tram pulling away in the distance. So Adam said, forget the ticket, and we ran. We started running. We must have looked like complete idiots, the four of us absolutely legging it down the promenade in the pouring rain to catch this tram. Luckily, when I say it was pulling away, it was just pulling a little bit further up. We didn't know this, but we just caught it on time, but we hadn't paid for parking, so I was expecting a parking ticket when we got back. So yeah, we booked, this was another free trip because the voucher covered the whole payment. So we got to do this for free. I was expecting like a heritage tram. It's called the Heritage Tramway, and I was expecting like one of the old green and cream coloured ones that was like a double decker, but it was absolute pure luck. We was on the illuminated train looking tram, which was pretty cool because we've always seen the illuminated trams but never been on one. Took a ride on that. It takes you from the pleasure beach at the south all the way down the promenade, so past all the piers and past the tower into Bispam and Little Bispam, where it turns around and comes back. So if you were sat on one side, you got all the tableaus on this side and the lights, the street lights were on this side, and when you came on the way back, obviously the people could see the opposite side on the way back. So absolutely chucking it down. I didn't get much footage because the camera just wanted to focus on the raindrops on the window instead of what was outside the window. But we did that and thankfully came back to a car without a parking ticket on it, which we were relieved about, and then came home and got straight into bed because we were all knackered. This morning I went and had my hair done today. Much happier with it. I wanted like a coppery orange colour, which looking in the camera it looks coppery orange. I'm not sure how it's going to come out on the final thing, but I had really red ends before and I'm not a huge fan of red. I didn't want red really, I wanted the copper. So now that's been fixed, the little greys have disappeared for another couple of weeks. Yeah, it's just been amazing. This is what happens when I don't have any cakes booked in. I've made my last cake now, and in that time we've been able to go out as a family, do different things. I had time to go and have my hair cut. We're going out for, Kai's got an interview tonight at college. We've got time to do these things, whereas when I've got all these cakes booked in, there just doesn't seem to be enough hours in the day. I have to kind of wait every year for it to come round to do things like this. December, most of December I try to book no cakes in because this is all the sort of stuff that I try to cram into December, all the Christmas shopping and all the jobs that need doing in the house. But I received a parcel, and what's funny is this is a set of Christmas cards I sell in my shop, and I sent them out to the cherry tier, the Brigadiers. They all got a set of 5, and Corinne has used her special gonk card to write me a Christmas card, and she also sent a parcel and a letter. Now, luckily for you, I'm not going to read this letter out because it will make me cry again. She does this to me, but she sent 2 big pages of a letter. I keep all these. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm not going to be tempted to read it and look at it because it will make me cry. But with it, she sent me a Disney Traditions, and she said she was sending it through to me now because she didn't want Adam to buy the same one, because that's exactly what happened last year when Corinne sent me Thumper the Rabbit. Adam bought me Thumper the Rabbit, and on then Christmas Day my mum handed me Thumper the Rabbit. So I actually have 3 of the same Disney Traditions. So she was sending this through to make sure nobody else bought it. I'll keep it safe in its box for now, but I can show you the picture. So this is the Tiana. The box, that's the number for if anybody wants to search for it. But yeah, Tiana, she was so sneaky because Corinne is amazing in the brigade. We have the Facebook group for the brigadiers, and she's amazing at keeping the group running, like asking questions that not cake related. She's just like, who is your favourite Disney princess? Or we chat about absolutely everything. All the brigadiers will be nodding their heads now. We just talk about everything and anything. Christmas trees and school and pocket money prices and things like that. And it's just an amazing group of helpful people. And she put a post in asking who everybody's favourite Disney princess was. And this was nothing out of the ordinary. She asked these type of questions, so we were answering it. And I said, like, I have quite a few favourite princesses, like Belle, because I just love Beauty and the Beast. I just love that she was an outsider who loved her books and stuff like that. Merida, because she just wasn't interested in men at all. She just wanted to do her own thing. She didn't care what she looked like. Her hair was wild and free, and she knew what she wanted. And my other favourite Disney princess is Tiana, because she is such a hard worker. She knows that she has to work to get what she wants. And I have very much felt like Tiana at times, where Tiana was like, she'd leave one job to start another and worked around the clock to earn stuff. And I have been there and done that. I have had 3 jobs at once. So yeah, very sneakily she asked that question so that she knew which tradition to get. She mentioned in the letter and I had no idea about. Sneaky. But yeah, I'm going to keep her in her box because she will be going into the studio with a couple of my other traditions when my shelf is finally up. But I told them no Christmas presents. To all the brigadiers, please do not buy me Christmas presents. If you're thinking about buying one and sending one, please spend the money on yourself and send me a picture of what you've bought. I want to see in the Facebook group, if you were thinking of buying something, spend that money on something you've always wanted. We don't treat ourselves enough, do we? So pick something for yourself and let me know, show me what you bought. It will make me happy. I don't need anything else. But I'm going to make myself a brew now. I'm going to edit some vlog footage and then get ready for Kai's appointment later on. And then I'm on rad slab duty tomorrow. I am rad slabbing all day tomorrow. I actually can't wait. I do like making the rad slabs. So I will be covered in chocolate and I'm going to send them out ASAP as soon as I can. is now 6:41. I have been in here working all day on rad slabs. I went home and had a champion tea of sausage, mash and beans. And I'm back down here again till roughly about 8:30, 8:45. I just want to try and get as many out as I can. But the same thing always happens every time. You always run out of one thing because the slabs have multiple items on it. You can guarantee you'll run out of one of them. And you'll restock that and it won't be long till you run out of something else that goes on the slab. So I've had to halt production of the personalised ones because I've run out of gingerbread men. So instead I'm going to work on more Hogwarts houses, so the Slytherin and the Ravenclaws. So I'm going to make all the plaques for those. I need to fold lots of boxes, sticker up lots of boxes. I have some orders down there already stickered up for the post office tomorrow. But yeah, that's me for the rest of the night, and I say I'm only working till 8:30 till 8:45 because I'm a Celebrities On, and we've all been sitting down every night as a family and watching that, so we'll have to see who goes home tonight. I am back in the studio today. Yesterday I worked on rad slabs all day, managed to get quite a few more out to the post office. I mainly worked on the Hogwarts slabs. I am back in today because I need to do some tidying up, and I've got some more plaques to make. I went to collect some of my sweets this morning, but they weren't open. They don't have opening times listed, so they weren't open, and I'm going to have to get them tomorrow. So it means I can't make any chocolate today, but at least I can make the plaques ready for tomorrow. Because we don't really have any plans this weekend. We've already been like on the boat trip and the tram trip, so you have to work hard to play hard, and now I'm catching up with the work. You can see I've got bowls of just chocolate behind me. Kai has gone Christmas shopping today to Bury. Abby's just been to a musical theatre class. Adam's gonna go and pick up some ingredients for tea, so that's what I'm doing. We're all doing our own thing today. And then Kai goes for his first taster for his job tomorrow. He's got a job in a local cafe, hot washing, waitering, things like that. So he's going to go and try that out tomorrow and see how he gets on. But I did have some parcels I'm going to show you before I end the vlog. So firstly is a parcel from one of my brigadiers, Kim. She came to visit me in the studio not long ago. This is her logo. But while she was here, I was talking about the Brigadier board and said that I had found somebody to make a sign. It was like a wooden sign I was getting put above here that said Brigadiers on it. I had inquired about it and ordered it, but the lady who was making it for me, her machine broke. But then she never got back in touch, and she's been making things since. But I was just explaining this to Kim, and she has sent through an acrylic version. So here it is. Look how amazing this is. So I've got my fittings on the back that I just need to pop into the door. But it's like a pink mirror, you can just see me in it there, with coloured sprinkles and then Brigadiers in gold. I cannot thank her enough for that because I've been waiting for a sign to go above it for a while. So I'm going to get that up as soon as I can. And for those Brigadiers whose names aren't on here yet, I am on it. I have got lots of these names to either swap, take off, or add some more. So you will be, or I'll try and get this updated. Everything has to be done manually though, so it can take me a while. And then the other parcel, just as I was saying, don't send me any Christmas presents, I got a lot of parcels through. But this gorgeous little card with these little doggies on. I think my favourite is that little Dalmatian down there. This little card was from Sally, who said she had ordered some stuff, or her husband had ordered some stuff for presents, and they sent duplicate items. So they sent 2 of everything, and they didn't want to take them back. So she said, who did she know who these would be perfect for? And she sent them through to me, which was such, I mean, how thoughtful is that? I mean, how lovely is that people think of me for things like this? But this is what she sent through. You'll have to excuse my completely messy table. I've been packaging orders on here, so there's shredded paper and sellotape everywhere. But the first one is this amazing bottle. Check this out. Big Ursula face on it, and it's got a screw top, and it's also got a clip on it as well. This will be perfect for when we go on our walks, when it starts to heat up a little bit. It's too cold to go out walking at the minute. And then with it, which just made me do the biggest grin, is a matching Ursula apron. I mean, how cool is it? It is so bright and colourful as well. I haven't unpacked any of my aprons yet. I haven't been wearing them, but I do plan on wearing aprons in the studio, but they're still all in my happy box. So I'm going to pop these as well into my happy box and eventually get around to unboxing it when the studio's finished. I know I've been saying that for months. I am as frustrated about it as you are. I know it's taken a long time. Hopefully it will be done soon and I can tidy it up because there's boxes everywhere. But thank you so much, Sally, for sending that through, and to Kim for my sign as well. I am going to spend the afternoon here and then go home, watch the rest of I'm a Celebrity because it finishes this weekend. I'm just going to put my predictions out now. I know this goes up after, but I think the next person to be out will be Simon. We'll be left with Frankie, David and Danny. Then it'll be between David and Danny, and then Danny will win. That's just my prediction. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to probably have make your own pizzas for tea. I'm just going to concentrate on getting all these rad slabs out in time for Christmas. So I will see you in the next one.